Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 23 and another part of Breaking Point 2. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. It really does mean the world to me, so do keep it coming. And without further ado, let's get into Chapter 7, 2023, a fresh start, while the 2022 season exposed them to the harsh realities of life as a team on the F1 grid. Konnersport Butler Global Racing Team look set to bounce back with a newly invigorated team, now helmed by fan favourite and former driver Casper Ackerman.
Did Casper being around affect you going into the 23 season?
I have bigger things going on than Casper.
Do you have any regrets about 2023? Anything you'd have done differently?
No, I'm in a good place now. Besides, what's to regret about being the story of the season?
Okay, so we are now Devon Butler. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting, in fact. Okay, let's see what we can have a look at here. So we've got some news, trackside chats with Casper Ackerman. Ooh, we've got a call coming in from Daddy.
Dad!
Devon.
How's business?
Same as ever, hiring and firing. How's racing?
Oh, you know, ducking and driving.
You all prepared?
Of course, I've double-checked the strategy changes. I'm just going over my notes now. Everything's covered, just like always. They won't see me for dust.
Spoken like a true butler. Just remember, we've got a lot on the line this season.
Yeah, I know.
Dev, I'm serious. You're carrying this team, don't forget that.
Yeah, well, you keep signing these second-rate drivers. I can't do all the work.
Just remember where we'd be. Where you'd be if this were all to go belly up.
Just trust me, Dad. You've got nothing to worry about.
Devon, I mean it. If you don't bring your A game, it's back to the bottom of the pile. Do you really want that?
No. No, I don't.
Just keep it in mind. Now go out there and show me what you can do.
Already on it. I'll get you those points, Dad.
Good boy. Speak later.
Okay, here we go then. It's the first race of the season, and I'd like to congratulate everyone on working so hard to get us all here. A lot of the time, the public only see the thin end of the wedge. They only really take in what they see on race day, but it takes an army of you so we can roll our cars up to the grid and wait for lights out. Each and every one of you holds equal importance at Konnersport, and for now, it's only when we pull all together as one that we can show the world what we're made of. It's a 2023 season. Go and show them what we're made of. Brilliant. From one old driver, boys, I'm sending this to you separately, away from the rest of the team. Not only do I know what it's like to be one out there in the driving seat, but we've also got a history together, which means I know how good you both are behind that wheel. I'm expecting a lot from you both, but in return I will be behind you 100% and give you everything I can. Konnersport had a rocky start, but this is a new season, a new start. Davidov's birthday. Dev, remember it's Davidov's birthday next month, the 23rd. What do you want to do? Do you have something in mind? Or shall we do the same as last year and I pick something based on whatever his PA says? Either way, I'm happy to pick anything up and make sure it's sent over to the house. He'll be out of the country until the 30th, according to his diary, so there's plenty of time. Also, I've finally had a word with the builders about what happened to the car in the basement. It's not good news. I'll mail you about that separately, as I think we should copy legal in. Okay. And there's our weekend preview. Okay, very good. Right, let's go to the race then. Here we go. First race of the season with confidence high. Devon Butler looks set to start the season strong at the Bahrain Grand Prix.
It's race day, it's secure under the lights, and it's lovely to have you with us for the Bahrain Grand Prix. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Russell, Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, Stroll, Ocon, Norris, Albon, Oscar Piastri, Jackson, Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas, Butler, Sargent, Joe, Magnussen, De Vries, Magnussen. And now it's time to head down to the track. 2023 Bahrain. We're about to get going, and I hope you've enjoyed the build-up just as much as we have. The teams are ready on the grid. They're ready in the garages too, but in the commentary box alongside me, are you ready, Ant?
Of course I'm ready, Crofty. New season, new challenges for all of them out there, drivers and teams. I love this part of the year, Crofty. This is where it really kicks off, and you get to showcase all that hard work you've done through the winter months. Does it pay off?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? What does the 2023 season have in store for us? We're about to find out.
Here we go then.
Okay, Devon, it's a brand new season, you know that, so let's start it as we mean to go on, okay? Okay, let's get out there, come on.
Okay. Well, the alternate strategy. I mean, I think you probably want to go with that strategy. Let's see if we can. Yeah, get off these medium tyres early. They're not. Yeah, that looks good to me. We can fiddle with the setup a little bit, actually, which is quite nice. Okay, probably just leave it, but give ourselves a little bit more front wing. And here we go. Finish in the top 5. From 17th. Okay, here we go. Our first start of the series. Lights out, away we go here in Bahrain for the 2023 season. It's a decent start off the grid for us, and well, we're going to have to make sure that we're fairly careful going into the first corner. Well, we were sliding all around there, but we're okay. We're through. And now up to 13th position. Well, we've got 14 laps here. I'm guessing this is going to be down to us the whole race. It seems a bit daft to expect us to finish in the top 5. We've clearly not got that standard of car. I'm going to go down the inside of Aiden here. Oh, that's okay. It was a good move. Just made sure we gave him a little bit of extra space there. But remember, we're going to be on the soft tyres for the conclusion to this race, which I think is going to really help us. Albon comes over and defends quite vigorously. We go down the inside, a little bit of contact, but we're okay. It's a little bit aggressive, but I probably wouldn't have went for that gap had Albon not came all the way over. Okay, let's have a little look at the different camera angles. No visor cam. Something that's been requested since F1 2010, that. Still not out there, but here we go. Closing in on Esteban Ocon.
Let's get past him.
Might have a chance to go down the inside into turn 1, and yet we are very confident on the brakes. But I tell you what, this car is oversteery. That's for certain. And there goes Lando Norris. He's going to be having a little look at Lance Stroll round the outside. Can we pick the old switcheroo? No. A little bit of understeer there, probably caused by a little bit of turbulent air ahead, but we're having to think about going down the inside of Lando Norris there, but didn't happen. Just sort of back out of it. Let's get a good exit here. That's exactly what we do. A little bit more juice given to the car, but yeah, I'm not going to get through this time. But of course DRS will be enabled next lap. Whoa, nearly lost it there. Just keep losing it in the high-speed corners. And there goes Lando Norris. He's having a little look down the inside of Lance Stroll. We're going to stay back and try and get a better exit than both of them. Onto the main start-finish straight. And here we go, using a little bit of ERS. We're now 3 wide, going past the start-finish line. Little bit of ERS deployment. That'll take us towards turn 1, and we do try and break in a straight line, but the rear just wants to overtake the front, doesn't it? And it's very, very difficult to manage, but we are through. We're up to 8th place, and now trying to close down the 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. And fingers crossed we'll be able to do that, but a great start to this Grand Prix for Devon Butler. Okay, you join me on lap 5 of this Grand Prix, and we're closing in on Lewis Hamilton already. It's been a pretty decent stint so far on these medium tyres, and it does give me a lot of hope for when we're on those soft tyres and pumping in the laps towards the end of this Grand Prix. We should be within DRS range of Lewis Hamilton here. There we go, DRS enabled for the first time in this Grand Prix for us. Now we're just sort of in that DRS train really, aren't we? Now we are going to be coming into the pits next lap, so it is going to be worth pushing. Oh, but there you go, we spin out. I'm going to use a flashback for that. But I don't get why the car is so rear heavy. I mean, front brake bias, maybe we need a little bit more on the front to just stop it from throwing out. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, in our immersive driver career mode, we won't be using the flashbacks. I'll be turning them off right at the start.
Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
And, well, if you haven't worked it out, I am playing through all of this before I even do the first race, even though when you watch this, you might have already watched quite a few episodes of career mode, but that was a good move on Lewis Hamilton, wasn't it? And I think that's an important move to make for this Grand Prix, and yeah, much more confident on the brakes now that we've moved that brake bias forward, and now up to 6th place, and it's Sergio Perez. That's the man in 6th at the moment, in 5th, sorry, and that is going to be the position we need to get to. Now, Max Verstappen absolutely dominating this Grand Prix as it stands. But are we going to be able to get up to perhaps 2nd? Charles Leclerc is there at the moment. Could well be our ceiling, but we are coming into the pits this lap, and I haven't actually had a full pit stop on this game yet, so I'm intrigued to see how we get on here. Let's see as we come around the final corner. Others are coming into the pits as well. We are in very nicely. we go.
Okay, let's go now.
It's a lovely pit stop.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. That was
Right,
our
let's
last
see
stop. No more
how we get on
stops. Let's go.
from here. Now what I'm trying to do with these tyres is look after them a little bit. There's no point really catching up to this load of traffic too quickly. Let's just break these tyres in, and hopefully they'll still be very nice by the end of the Grand Prix if I'm not too aggressive with them here at the start. We're going to lose Hamilton in the pit lane. And Charles Leclerc is somebody that I feel like we need to stay with in all of this. So here we go.
Aiden's coming in for his stop now.
Coming past the pit lane entry. And there's Lewis Hamilton. So we are going to be a fair way ahead of these. Logan Sargent is there. That could have been awful, but luckily he backed out of it a little bit.
That was far too aggressive, mate. Clean passes only. We don't want a penalty.
And now we just sort of need to stay with Charles Leclerc. And there's Max Verstappen. He's caught in traffic here. This could be an opportunity for us. Just going to turn on the aggression a little bit because this is an opportunity to potentially win this Grand Prix. Going round the outside of Charles Leclerc, what a move that is!
Come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
There's Nico Hülkenberg. And Max Verstappen, inside line. We're going to try the switcheroo and we get a much better exit than both of them. And here we are, we're passing Max Verstappen for the lead of the Grand Prix as we set fastest lap of the race. Going to give Max Verstappen the lead into turn 1 so that we got the DRS out of turn 2. There we go, a little bit of a DRS game there. And Verstappen now down to 3rd, and Devon Butler leading the race. And well, you can call that realistic if you want. Won't change anything. Well, you join me on the final lap of this race, and well, it's been pretty dominant, to be honest with you. Not the best chapter we've ever had, I'll be honest. But some good racing early on, but we come over the line and we win here in Bahrain.
Yeah! Woo! Yes! Meanwhile, plenty of surprises in the midfield. So where do we start, Ant?
Well, I think we have to look at Konnersport. And for me, they've been the biggest surprise so far. And Butler, he's doing fantastically well.
Thing is, though, they've got to sustain that over the course of the whole season, and that is easier said than done. Certainly one Casper Ackerman will be hoping that this season is better than his last. Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.
There he is, Devon on the top step.
What a start to the season, Devon. You must be happy with that performance.
What do we put?
Yeah, it just comes so naturally to me. I don't really think anything of it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it wasn't impressive. I mean, you seem impressed. I'm sure others do too, and rightfully so. I'm just saying that it was actually pretty easy for me today.
Well, you've had your share of run-ins in the past with teammate Aiden Jackson. Crucial question is that behind you? How do you feel about him right now?
Listen, Aiden is the greatest F1 driver of all time. You ask him, he'll tell you. What, you think I've got an attitude problem? Aiden has got stealth ego, let me tell you. You don't know it's there, and then it emerges. He's a handful. Trust me.
Well, Konnersport surprised everyone by appointing Casper Ackerman as team principal this season. So how do you feel about taking orders from someone that you've got such a history with?
I think he's going to do a terrific job, you know? Mainly because he's got me on his team, so he can't go too far wrong. Now, I'm sure he's incredibly thankful to have me as a driver.
Well, you're embarking on a new year, but what would a successful season look like for you in 2023?
I'm making it my personal mission to make a success of Konnersport, and by the end of the season, you're all going to be saying what a wonderful team we are and how great a season we've had. And if you're doing that, then I'll consider it a job well done.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
He's such an idiot, isn't he? Oh, anyway. Right, post-race, Devon starts the season in fantastic form with an impressive result for Konnersport in Sakhir.
Great race out there today, just in the highlights. Listen, I know we've had our run-ins and, well, last season was last season. But Konnersport's got a real chance. Casper on board, you driving like that. Let's put the past behind us. A fresh start for the team. What do you say?
Huh, Jackson. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Bin's over there. Yeah. Nice one.
How about the season just gone?
The 2023 season was completely different for Konnersport.
How so?
But the car, for one. We'd ironed out the most critical issues, and it was just starting to live up to its potential.
Can we talk about what happened with Devon?
Okay, what's going to happen with Devon? There you go, let's have a little look.
Yeah, what is it?
Now that's how a butler takes care of business.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Carrying the team, Devon, as well as the butler name. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, went well.
Well, I can't wait to hear what those clowns Ackerman and Connor have to say.
Yeah.
You okay, Devon?
What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm, just adrenaline, Dad. I really pushed it out there today, you know, I just need to simmer down a bit.
Of course you do. Let's talk later. I'll be in meetings, but call me whenever you like. I'm proud of your son. Let's just make sure today's result isn't just a one-off. Eh?
Yeah. All right. Ciao.
Okay, Casper, I am humbled. I knew Konnersport were good, but that was something else. I'll have much more to say in the debrief and to each department in turn, but we are firing on all cylinders. Keep it up. This is only the beginning. Oh, come on now. Boys, could you slow down a little next time? Still settling in and couldn't keep up. Seriously, thank you. I've got a lot of people looking over my shoulder now, and you both just made my life so much easier. I couldn't be prouder. I knew some phenomenal talent out there on show. Well, I saw some. I knew we'd make a great team. I'll see you both at the debrief. An update on the car issue. Looks like I'm going to have to get legal involved. After all, the insurance are happy to pay the claim for the damage to the bodywork, and there's a specialist over in Barnes willing to take it on. It'll take a few months, but we can at least get it sorted. I need a decision on what we do with the builder, though. I've spoken to him again. He clearly feels really guilty about the whole thing. I also found out exactly how it happened. Would you believe that he decided to hop into the driver's seat and pretend to be a racing car driver? He said he couldn't resist. His face was bright red when he was telling me. The irony is, he didn't know who you were. It's when he got out that he pranged the door. It's one heck of a dent. He does seem like a really nice guy, and it's clearly a big job for him. So I just need to know if you're happy for him to continue. Let me know what you think. Okay. Right, well, that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. I'm intrigued as to what is happening to Devon Butler, but hopefully we'll find out next time out. So, if you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.